are doing an exhaust review on some VRSF downpipes on this 2015 M4. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Gray, and we recently put downpipes on this M4 in a previous video. And today I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on how it was to install these, the price point on these, and how they actually sound in this car. Starting off, they were about 550 bucks for these uncatted downpipes, which that's actually a pretty good price considering BMW, and the quality in which they were made was really nice. That came with new V-band clamps and V-band gaskets. If you're not familiar, these actually have gaskets with their V-bands, which is something a little uncommon, but it does help create a better seal. So you get new V-band gaskets, you get some nice new hardware. So if you do have to end up replacing your hardware like we did, it came with nice hardware, and these are completely uncatted. So for 550 bucks, that's not too bad of a price. Moving on to the actual install of this was one of the surprisingly harder installs that I've ever done on any car. Now, we did not have a lift when we did this, but we were inside with air conditioning with quick jacks, so we were able to get underneath the car pretty easily. The hardest part with the install of these is, one, you have to remove pretty much a lot of the top side of the engine, which means the charge pipes, a lot of the engine covers, because it is a BMW, it does have a lot of engine covers, so you have to remove a lot of that. And that is just to unplug the O2 sensors to be able to basically fit the downpipe out at the bottom. On the bottom, there is a flange that you have to disconnect with 4 bolts, and if you have any sort of rust on those bolts, it's very difficult to get those off. We had a bunch of rust on those, so it took us a while. We actually had to end up cutting off those bolts to get those off. Even with that, it was a struggle to get these out. The V-bands are up by the turbos, so to get up and basically undo those V-bands and then put the new V-bands on, it was a huge difficulty to actually get those installed. The one major issue that I have with these downpipes is the new V-bands that they come with. The bolt for the V-band is arguably too short. We actually ended up going and getting longer bolts to secure these V-bands. Because a new V-band like crushes down, you need a longer bolt at first to be able to fully connect that V-band, and these didn't come with long enough bolts in my opinion. Now, maybe they could have worked if it was a more open area, but because it was so far up in there, it was really hard to get those V-bands crushed down and get that bolt secured. So just because of how long it took us to do that, again, it took us about 8 hours to get these all the way on, and because it took us so long just because of the rusted bolts and the position of the V-bands and the not long enough V-band bolts, I'm gonna say that that's definitely a couple of points off for this exhaust. But how do they sound? Well, let's go ahead, start it up, and hear what they sound like. This thing is fast. This thing rips. I don't know how much of a like performance gain it got just from like 20 horsepower, but it feels like the throttle response is a little more. Yeah. It's definitely, you can definitely hear the turbo more, and you can definitely hear the exhaust more. Yeah. Which is really cool. You do have a check engine light though. You have to tune that out, but yeah, that's, you know, it's all right. Any downpipes you're gonna probably have that issue. So. Oh jeez, dude. Oh man, don't make me a BMW guy. Please don't make me a BMW guy. I cannot afford to be a BMW guy. I already have too many Datsun issues, dude. I can't afford to have BMW issues. Oh jeez, dude, this thing's fast. Overall, I do think that these are worth your money. They sound great, and they are going to increase performance if you get a tune. One thing that you have to consider is, since these are uncatted, you do need to tune it or else you will have a check engine light. So just factor in the cost of a tune to get more power and to get rid of that check engine light. And when you do get V-bands, just get a longer bolt before you start this install. One other thing that I do want to mention that is if you are planning on doing charge pipes, go ahead and buy the charge pipes and do them at the same time as this, because you have to remove the charge pipes to get access to those O2 sensors. So might as well just do that while you're in there. We'll be doing that in another video, however, so if you guys are interested in more videos with this car or seeing those charge pipes done, be sure to subscribe down below and leave a comment on what you guys want me to talk about with this car next. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.